Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into something truly powerful from the Bhagavat Gita. We're looking at just 3 verses, but believe me, these 3 verses lay out a complete strategy for conquering the biggest enemy we'll ever face. And guess what? That enemy is right inside us. So let's start with a big question, one that I'm sure you've thought about on your own spiritual journey. What's the one thing that holds us back the most from truly knowing ourselves? From self-realization? Well, the Bhagavad Gita is incredibly direct about this. Word Krishna doesn't beat around the bush at all. Okay, so in this very first verse we're looking at, Krishna does something amazing. He doesn't just point out who the enemy is, he gives us our first marching order, the very first command on how to start this inner battle. And this isn't just for Arjuna, it's for every single one of us. This command comes to us from chapter 3, verse 41. Let's listen closely to the original Sanskrit. Tasmat tvam indriyani adau niyamya bharatarshabha papmanam prajahi yanam jnana vijnana nashanam. Wow! Okay, so Krishna's command is crystal clear. Slay this destroyer of knowledge. And who is this destroyer? He's talking about lust. But look at the damage it does. It destroys jnana, that's the basic knowledge of who we are versus what we're not, and vijnana, which is the deep personal experience of our soul. I love this analogy. Jhana is like having the recipe for a cake, but vijnana is actually tasting it. And lust, it just wrecks both. So what's the strategy? It's so simple, it's brilliant. Regulate your senses, right from the get-go. But here's the deepest part. This enemy isn't some outside force. It's actually our natural, pure love for God that's just been twisted and pointed in the wrong direction. So when we regulate our senses, we're not just fighting something bad, we're protecting something beautiful and sacred from getting corrupted. All right, so we've got our enemy identified and we have our first line of defense. But, any good general will tell you, you can't win a battle without a map of the battlefield. And that's exactly what the next verse gives us. It's literally a map of our inner world, a kind of hierarchy of our own consciousness. And this map is laid out for us right here in chapter 3, verse 42.
Indriyani paranyahur indriyebhya param manah manasastu para buddhir yo buddhehi paratastu saha.
This verse gives us this incredible inner ladder of consciousness. It's such a great way to picture it. So at the bottom, you've got the working senses, which are way superior to just dull, inert matter, right? Then you climb a step up and you've got the mind, which is higher than the senses. We know that because our mind is going even when we're asleep. Then, one step higher than the mind, that's our intelligence, our ability to reason and make choices. But what's at the very, very top? Even higher than intelligence? Well, the verse says he. It's talking about the soul. That's our true self. Now here's why this map is a total game changer. It shows us that anything on this ladder can be controlled by the level just above it. See how that works? Okay, let's recap. We know the enemy. We have the map of the battlefield. Now Lord Krishna brings it all home. He gives us the final decisive command that ties this whole strategy together. This is the key to the ultimate victory. And here it is, the final instruction for victory from verse 43. Ivam buddhehe param buddhva samsthapyatmanam atmana jahi shatrum mahabaho kamarupam durasadam. And this, right here, is where it all clicks into place. It's a beautiful, logical process. Step 1 is realization. You have to know deep down that you're the soul. You're above the senses, the mind, even the everyday intelligence. Once you're standing on that solid ground, you can take action. You use that higher spiritual intelligence to steady the mind. And when the mind is steady, what happens? It naturally brings the senses under control. And the result? You conquer that formidable enemy, lust. It's like a perfect top-down chain of command for your own consciousness. You use the highest part of yourself, the soul and its spiritual intelligence, to guide everything else. So this incredible, timeless wisdom from the Gita doesn't just leave us with information. It leaves us with a question for ourselves. Now that you have this inner map, now that you know this powerful strategy, how can you start to steady your mind with that higher intelligence? Starting right now, today, what's just one small thing you can do? Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive into the Gita's timeless wisdom. Gyan is a multilingual channel where we share spiritual wisdom in English, Hindi, Marathi, Tamil, Gujarati, and Bengali, with more major languages coming very soon. Our whole goal is to bring you the timeless treasures of Sanatan Dharma in a way that's simple, clear, and really meaningful. On our channel, you'll find daily videos on the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, Lalita Sahasranamam, Daivatin Choral, that's the voice of God, the great saints of Maharashtra and Bengal, and the story of the divine incarnation of Adi Shankara. All of it available in multiple languages. So if you find our content valuable, and we really hope you do, please subscribe to Gyan Kosh. That way you'll get notified about our daily videos. And please don't forget to like, share, and spread this divine knowledge with your family, your friends, and your community. Let's do this together. Let's keep the light of Sanatan Dharma shining bright.